On Saturday, May 21st, youth artists from the Urbano Project are hosting a public art event at the Peace Garden in Egleston Square. Here to tell us more about the event are two of the artists who live in Boston, Kathy and Anthony. Thank you both very much for being with us. I want to start with Kathy. What kind of project is this going to be?
It's going to be a very uniting event. So we're trying, us youth artists, we're leading the event with all of the people that choose to come, and especially in the neighborhood. We want to unite everybody, get them to know each other, so it can create more of a sense of home in the neighborhood and in the community. We're trying to resist violence within it also, and focusing on adults relearning how to have fun with themselves and all of that. And also, we're trying to hint at teen activation. So basically, at the end, our purpose is trying to get the community to have a more positive change.
Anthony, you think of this as a kind of home, even though you didn't live here yourself, but what makes it feel like home for you?
Well, first of all, Egleston Square is predominantly Dominican, and my parents grew up with all the people who live there. So a lot of the business owners are really good friends with my mom, and they always hung out when they were kids. So yeah, it's like a second family that's just extended in this community.
Kathy, what about the idea of making people feel home? It's interesting you mentioned adults, because they live in houses, they pay their rent, or they own the house. So what's missing?
Well, if you think about it, we're trying to make them relearn how to have fun, because adults and the idea of adulthood, it's very strict and restricting. You have so much responsibilities, and that's going to make someone stressed out and not want, make themselves think that they're unable to have free time to themselves and just let go. So we're trying to reduce that and make them feel that they can do all of their responsibilities, get everything done, but at the same time, it's good to let go and have fun once in a while. So we're trying to create that. If the adults are having fun again and being more, I don't know the word, being more
open to people, being around people maybe they don't know very well, but who maybe they've passed down the street.
Yeah, everybody in a community, they put something, they contribute an attitude, a feeling in the community. So if the teens are activated and they're participating within the community themselves, and if the adults are having fun with everybody of all ages, and they're all united, it's going to make the community feel more like home rather than a cold prison.
Anthony, what about addressing the violence? Because I have read about some incidents not too far from the square, and I have a lot of trouble associating those with people I know from Egleston Square. It's almost like, they wouldn't do something like that. So how can those two worlds fit together so that we have less violence?
So through our public art take back event, it's really looking for creative alternative ways to resist violence. So how can you have those feelings that you have inside of you, you want to let out? So we're leading events and activities through percussion, through meditation, through a lot of creative activities that's very intergenerational. So how can a young person connect to a parent, an adult, an elder, and how to look up to people, and just have that open dialogue and communication and really interact with each other creatively.
And Kathy, I guess the idea here is, I want to get down to the details, the exact time this is going to be happening on May 21st.
On May 21st, it's going to be on a Saturday, and it's at 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
And of course, you've got some more information. You've got some social media that people can check out.
Yeah, so you can follow Urbano Project on Twitter at Urbano Project. We have an Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, Urbano Project. We also have a website that you can visit, urbanoproject.org.
All right, well, great. Thank you both very much, Anthony and Kathy from the Urbano Project. We'll have more news in just a moment.